This is Steve Young for the Co-Roundtable. It's September 2022, and as we all know, it's been a number of months since Vladimir Putin and Russia declared a special military operation in the Ukraine in order to absorb, it appears, Ukrainian territory into Russia. And he has sent Russian troops into Ukraine, very destructive. But recently, the Ukrainians have rallied, and even though their numbers are apparently inferior in general to the Russian might, they've taken back some 3,800 square miles of territory. What a number of commentators have pointed to as a lesson here, and I want to draw on that lesson for what we think about governance in general and capitalism and even our civil society work, which is the importance of intangibles. What the commentators, particularly sort of the military experts, have pointed out is that the Ukrainian troops had great morale. They felt that they were doing something important, and they were smart and they were hardworking and they didn't give up. And at the same time, the Russian soldiers and apparently the sergeants, the non-commissioned officers, the junior officers, even some higher officers, had no morale. They didn't really want to fight, and apparently they broke ranks. They abandoned stores of munitions and tanks and things like that, which goes to the point that I think is frequently overlooked, even though the great strategist von Clausewitz pointed it out in his famous treatise on war, which is morale, the intangible aspect. Do you believe in what you're doing? Do you believe that what you're doing is a good thing, a right thing? Or are you listless? Are you cynical? Are you basically there for hire? We have, I think, absorbed maybe too much from sort of the Marxist heritage of materialism, dialectical materialism, which says that somehow it's the material part of our lives, which are the foundation. And our ideas, our values, our hopes, our aspirations are the superstructure. Or they are sort of what bubbles around on top of important things. So if you want to be important, get a hold of something that's very material. And in particular, one thing that we think of as a material force is power. Power in a bureaucracy, power in a steam engine, power in a jet plane. But then the question should arise for us, what are you going to do with your power? And you don't answer that really, I think, in the realm of the material. Yes, you may use your power to make a hamburger and then you eat it, but that comes from some value proposition, some knowledge of beef patties, some ability to use a fire or a stove or something. Are you going to fry it? Are you going to bake it? What are you going to do? So I think if we slight the intangible, the thoughtful, the moral, the ethical, the psychological, we really just spin around in a boat in the water, or we walk in circles, or maybe we just kind of sit somewhere and vegetate.